My child, can you give me 1 minute? Just a little time, and I promise you won't regret it. Stop right here. Don't rush. Don't scroll. Don't slip away from this moment the way you have so many times before. I am stepping into your day, into your thoughts, into your atmosphere because I need you to hear me. I need your heart to pause. I need your spirit to breathe. I need your attention, not because I demand it, but because something you have been praying for is close, closer than you realize. I know how often you've rushed past these moments. I know how many times you felt me tug at your heart and you said, later, maybe later. I know how many times you sensed something important and you brushed it aside because life felt too loud, too overwhelming, too heavy to stop and listen. I know how many times you convinced yourself you'd come back and you never did. But this moment is different. You feel it, don't you? Something in you is softer right now, quieter, more open than usual. Your life has been so noisy lately. So many thoughts, so many worries, so many emotions swirling inside you that you haven't even had the space to hear yourself breathe. The world has been pulling at you from every direction, and you've been running on empty without even realizing how much of yourself you've been losing in the process. You have been tired, not just body tired, but soul tired. You have been overwhelmed, not just mentally, but spiritually. You have been carrying things you were never meant to carry alone. You have been fighting battles in silence, pretending you're okay, pretending you're strong, pretending the weight doesn't hurt you as deeply as it does. And because life has been so loud, you've missed my gentle voice. You've missed my signs. You've missed the soft nudges I placed along your path. Not because you didn't care, but because you were burdened. Not because you didn't love me, but because you've been surviving more than you've been living. And I saw it. I saw the tiredness in your eyes. I saw the heaviness in your steps. I saw the emotions you tried to hide from yourself. That's why I'm here now. That's why my voice feels closer than usual. That's why your heart is reacting even if you don't understand why yet. Because you've been praying for deep things, heavy things, secret things. Prayers you whispered through tears. Prayers you buried under your breath so no one else would hear. Prayers you didn't think were strong enough or worthy enough to reach heaven. But they did. Every single one reached me. I carried those prayers. I listened to them when you felt like no one else cared. I held them in my hands, and I am lining up answers in ways you still cannot imagine. And now, one of those answers is finally approaching your life. But you must be awake for it. You must be present for it. If you rush past this moment, if you skim through these words, if you distract yourself the way you always do when something begins to feel too deep, you may miss the very thing you've been begging me to send. Let me hold you still for a moment. Let me hush the world around you. Let me quiet the noise inside you just for now. I know how many times you've pushed away moments like this because you were afraid to feel too much. I know how many times you didn't want to confront your own hurt. I know how many times you ran because running felt safer than hoping. I know how many times you skipped over my whisper because your heart didn't believe anything could change anymore. But my child, I never stopped coming for you. I never stopped drawing near. I never stopped reaching out. I never stopped loving you past your walls, past your fears, past your silence. You have been searching for peace, but walking with too much noise to notice when it comes. You have been searching for direction, but drowning in distractions that keep you confused. You have been searching for comfort, but surrounding yourself with things that numb you instead of heal you. I want to talk to you about your pain. The pain you buried. The pain you minimized because you were afraid no one would care enough to help you carry it. I have watched you hold so many pieces of your heart together with shaking hands, pretending that you were fine, pretending that you were strong. But I saw the heartbreak that split you open. I saw the moments when someone you trusted broke you, when someone you loved walked away. I saw how you tried to keep smiling even though your heart was breaking behind your eyes. I saw your exhaustion, the kind of exhaustion that doesn't come from lack of sleep, but from carrying too many battles alone. You've been tired of pretending, tired of waiting, tired of feeling like you always have to be the strong one. You've been pouring from an empty cup. I saw the tremble in your spirit. I saw the moments when you felt too weak to keep going, but kept going anyway. I saw your disappointment. Those times when you allowed yourself to believe things would finally get better, but life seemed to twist in the opposite direction. I never ignored your pain. I saw your loneliness, the kind that sits inside your chest whispering that no one truly sees you. But even though you felt invisible, I was watching you with a love that never wavered. My child, let us sit in this stillness together. Do not turn away. Do not let the shadows of your past convince you that you are unworthy of this peace. You have spent so much time looking at your mistakes, looking at your flaws, looking at the moments where you think you failed me. But I want you to look at my face. I want you to see the way I look at you, not with judgment, not with a list of your wrongs, but with a love that surpasses all understanding. You have been mentally exhausted, trying to keep everything together while parts of your heart feel like they are slipping through your fingers. You've been spiritually silent, not because you don't believe in me, but because your spirit has been drowning in the noise of survival. You drifted because your heart had been bruised from too many hits. You grew used to the silence around you, thinking that the silence meant I was gone. But I was never gone. I was in the silence with you, waiting for the moment your heart would be soft enough to hear me again. I saw you slowly losing connection to the parts of you that once felt alive. I saw you slipping into numbness, and I could not allow you to disappear inside that darkness without reaching for you. You have been carrying burdens alone that were never meant to be carried without my help. You tried to hold everything together because you didn't want to bother anyone. You told yourself you were fine even when the truth was that you were slipping deeper into a place where you couldn't feel me clearly. Listen to me carefully. You weren't rejecting me. You were protecting yourself. I know why you shut down emotionally. I know why you closed parts of your heart. You thought numbness would save you from more pain. But numbness was only stealing your ability to receive the blessing I have for you. That is why I had to stop you today. That is why this moment feels heavy and intentional. You were sinking into a tiredness that could have caused you to overlook everything heaven has been preparing. I stepped in because I saw that you barely had room left to feel me. My child, understand this. Every tired night, every quiet tear, every unanswered prayer led you here right now. This is the moment I designed specifically for your heart. I am about to breathe life back into the places that have gone cold. Your story does not end in this tiredness. Your story begins again in this peace. Think of the battles you fought alone this year. Think of the nights you cried yourself to sleep and then woke up to put on a brave face for the world. I was there in every one of those moments. When you felt like you were failing, I saw your effort. When you felt like you were lost, I was the one guiding your steps back to this moment. You are not a project to be fixed. You are a child to be loved. I am clearing the path ahead of you. The confusion that has been clouding your mind is starting to lift. The fear that has been tightening its grip on your chest is beginning to loosen. I am placing a new strength inside you. Not a strength based on how hard you can work, but a strength based on how much you can trust me. Let the weight slide off your shoulders now. Let the pressure to be perfect fade away. You don't have to prove anything to me. You don't have to earn my love. It is already yours. It has always been yours. Take a deep breath. Feel the atmosphere around you changing. Heaven is reacting to your surrender. The angels are watching this moment, celebrating the fact that you finally stopped long enough to listen. The answer you've been waiting for is already on its way. It may not look exactly like you imagined, but it will be exactly what you need. Trust the timing. Trust the process. I am the restorer of broken things. I am the one who makes all things new. And I am starting that work in you, right now, in this very minute. Do not be afraid of what is coming. The future is not a place of fear when you are walking with me. I am your refuge. I am your strength. I am your ever-present help in times of trouble. So stay here. Stay in this peace. Let it soak into your soul until the tiredness is gone. I love you with an everlasting love, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can ever separate you from me. My child, do not let your heart be troubled. You have spent too many nights lying awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering when the tide will finally turn. You've been asking the same questions over and over. How will the bills be paid? When will the pain finally stop? How will you find the strength to face a tomorrow that feels just as heavy as today? Listen to my voice right now. In this stillness, I am the Alpha and the Omega. I see the end from the very beginning. While you are struggling to see the next step, I have already paved the entire path for the next 10 miles of your life. Every valley you are walking through has been mapped by me, and every mountain you are climbing has a peak that I have already reached. Do not fear the climb, for I am the one who gives you the breath to reach the summit. I am your shield and your fortress. Think back to the times this year when the world threw arrows of criticism, doubt, and betrayal at you. I was the one who deflected them. When people tried to bring you down with their words, I was the one whispering the truth of your worth into your spirit. You have survived every single thing that was meant to destroy you. Think about that for a moment. You are still here. You are still breathing. You are still seeking. Not because you were lucky, and not because you were just strong, but because I was there, standing between you and the fire, making sure the flames did not consume you. I watched over you when you were at your lowest point, when you felt like giving up, and when you thought no one cared. I saw the silent battles you fought in the middle of the night, the tears that soaked your pillow, and the internal storms you weathered while wearing a smile for the world. I was the anchor in your storm and the light in your darkness, even when you couldn't see my hand. I am teaching you to rely not on your own limited strength, but on the infinite grace that I provide daily. My grace is sufficient for you. It is enough to cover your past mistakes, enough to heal your deepest heartbreaks, and enough to carry you when your legs feel like lead and you cannot walk another inch. Stop trying to figure out the universe. Surrender the need to control every outcome. The weight you carry was never meant for your shoulders alone. When you finally let go, you allow my hands to work miracles. And my child, My hands can do more in a single second than your hands can do in a lifetime. Rest in that knowledge. Rest in my absolute protection. You are safe with me, safer than you have ever been in the arms of the world. I am the refuge where your soul finds its true home. You are not here by accident. Your life is not a series of random, chaotic events or a collection of mistakes. I have a divine purpose for every tear you shed in the dark and every battle you won when no one was watching. I am using your current struggles, the very things that make you feel weak, to build a powerful testimony that will one day save someone else who is drowning. Do not waste this season of waiting by being bitter or resentful. Instead, use it to draw closer to the source of your life. The time you spend in this quiet place with me is not wasted time. It is invested time. It is the time where I refuel your soul, sharpen your spirit, and prepare you for the greatness that lies ahead. You are being refined in the fire, not consumed by it. You are coming out as pure gold. The future you are so terrified of is already under my feet. There are doors I am about to open in your life that no man, no demon, and no circumstance can ever shut. There are people I am about to bring into your circle who will not drain you, but will support you, lift you up, and see the light I put in you. You have felt lonely because I was separating you for a season. I needed you alone so I could heal the parts of you that others broke. I needed you quiet so I could talk to you without the noise of the world interfering. I am preparing you for a level of greatness that requires a solid foundation. You cannot build a skyscraper on sand, and you cannot build a great life on a broken spirit. Let me finish the work I am doing in you. Every delay is a divine setup for a greater comeback. The world defines success by what you have in your bank account, but I define success by who you are becoming in the secret places of your heart. You are becoming resilient. You are becoming compassionate. You are becoming a beacon of hope in a dark, cold world. Do not look back at the people who walked away from you or the opportunities you think you missed. If it was truly meant for your soul, it would not have passed you. If they were meant for your future, they would still be standing by your side. Trust my subtractions just as much as you trust my additions. I know what to remove to make room for the best. I am clearing the clutter from your life so you can clearly see the path I have set for you. I am your provider, and my storehouses are never empty. Now, as we stay in this sacred moment for just a little longer, I want you to feel my peace covering you like a warm blanket. This peace is not like the shallow peace the world gives. It does not depend on your bank balance, your relationship status, or your health. It depends entirely on my presence. And I am here. I am never leaving you. I am never forsaking you. Even when you feel far from me, I am only a breath away. I am in the wind that rustles the trees. I am in the flow of the river, and I am in the beating of your own heart. I am closer to you than your own shadow. I am the silence between your thoughts and the strength in your bones. When you close this video and go back to the world that demands so much of you, take this stillness with you. Do not let the chaos of tomorrow steal what we have built here in this hour. You are my beloved child, my precious creation. I am so proud of you for choosing to stop. I am proud of you for having the courage to listen when it would have been easier to keep running. Your willingness to be still is a sign of your growth. Your desire to hear my voice is a sign of your healing. You are no longer who you used to be. The old has passed away, and I am making all things new. Go forth now with your head held high. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a child of the King. You are protected, you are provided for, and you are loved beyond the measurement of stars. The breakthrough you seek is not just coming. It has already begun deep inside your spirit. The shift has happened. The light is returning. The darkness is fleeing. Every broken piece of your life is being gathered and restored into something beautiful. Peace be with you. I am with you always, in the quiet mornings and the dark nights, even until the very end of time. You are never alone. You are never forgotten. You are always mine. I am your Father, your friend, and your eternal hope. Rest now, for I have taken care of everything. Amen.